wrestling, welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Vikings going up against the Falcons.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. They go play action here on first down. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down. From the gun, Nielsen. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Nielsen. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to the 26. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Time running out here on the play clock. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Always got some breathing room. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards on the ground. Great running. You know, some people question, do you take a running back as high as they took him? That helps to answer it right there.
You hear that all the time, don't you? Don't get a running back that high. You can get the same production later on in the draft. I've always been of the opinion, when you have a guy as talented as this one, You better go get him and put him to work.
He has a chance to be elite. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Slot man moves right. Now a handoff here to his running back. After the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now a handoff working right. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Let's go. What?
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they get the ball first here in front of the home crowd under the lights, and they get 3 points out of it.
And there's something about a night game, isn't there? A little extra snap, a little extra crisp in the air. What a terrific way to get things started. A little extra excitement, a little extra dazzle for the home crowd.
Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Throwing on first down. Nielsen. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Shaquille Barrett. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 17 there. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
That was a good, strong run there. And while it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Looking to throw. Nielsen. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, Nielsen. He leaves this one for Howard. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I believe I understand where the offense was going there. They just hit a big pass play, thought they could fool them with a run, but maybe they overthought it a little bit. Just hit a nice pass, come back with another one, keep the momentum going.
2nd down, offense behind the sticks here, 2nd and 13. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. They go with Howard again. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Back to throw. Nielsen. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. On the toss play, Howard. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. Jordan Howard unable to get to that imaginary yellow line. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Slam. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Let's go! What? 9! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Faking the give. Now Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Hayward. Getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal?
Come on, let's go! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
A shotgun snap for Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Take it at the 37. We'll call that an even 50 yards on the punt, with 7 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Off the play fake. Nielsen got his man complete over the middle. That's Saunders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. On 1st and 10, Nielsen over the middle, complete. It's Saunders. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Picked up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Nielsen throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Nielsen looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
After the interception, here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So the incomplete pass brings up second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on an expected passing situation.
Here we go.
Throwing on third down, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. To throw on second down. Nielsen, he's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Nielsen. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Let's go. No, check, Patriot. Check, Patriot.
On 1st down, Nielsen rolling to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Read it well, and it's picked. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with some great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. From his goal line here, Watson. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. The Falcons on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Brad Wing now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 36. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Saunders. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Looking to throw. Nielsen out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Nielsen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 2nd down following the run. Looking to throw. Nielsen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Fresh set of downs here. Operating from the gun. Nielsen going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on 2nd down. Nielsen looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Saunders. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
The Vikings on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Howard. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
All right, here we go. Leopard. Here we go now.
Again, it's Howard. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man. Shift together here from the D-line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. 4 down.
Out of the gun, Watson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Nielsen over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Throwing on first down. Nielsen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw on second down. Nielsen toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Vikings on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Nielsen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 44. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Watson, option left. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Just 1 yard to go here on second down.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
Now they try the right side here. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Falcons on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And the D looking like they may blitz. On third down. That's Hubbard. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So it'll be first down here after the run.
Let's run! Come on! Ohio! Ohio!
Now a handoff looking right. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And here we go on 1st and goal.
Here we go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. And now out comes Minnesota. Off-play action. Nielsen. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Second down now after the pass completion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage looks defensively. This is Howard on second down. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Looking to throw on second down. Nielsen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll lead here to a third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here's Colton Schmidt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Let's go.
And he motions the wide receiver. Here's Watson now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
The Falcons on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Watson, off play action. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A big gain of 31 on third down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Let's go. What? None. What? None. Ohio. Ohio.
The tight end in motion right. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth.
Ohio. Ohio. Let's go. Ohio. Ohio.
In motion goes the tight end. Now they try the right side here. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
And the defense definitely showing blitz here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. They juked him, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Emmanuel Ogba coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. To throw on second down. Nielsen. Moncrief brings it in. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 47, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
On second down, here's Watson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Ohio. 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 Check 31. Check 31. Here we go. Flex round.
Watson on third down. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Check, flex round. Come on, let's go.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Watson. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. 15 yards through the air and a first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. On first down, it's Watson. This is caught. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff as they run left side. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On third down, that's Hubbard. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball. In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. On 1st and 10, Nielsen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Throw left side complete. That's Hampton. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Off of play action, it's Watson. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
Let's go!
And again this time to the tailback. And a loose football. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They go play action here on first down. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Reggie Ragland from that outside linebacker spot. He's able to get in there for a loss of 9. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes, Coach, so that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is. We're going to finish this thing out.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. On first, they go right back to Howard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So for Atlanta, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.